Okay, so video is a little bit late because I wasn't expecting move to be made this late, and I was not expecting this move. Per Bob McKenzie, Jeff Carter is going to Pittsburgh. Now, first of all, Jeff Carter, who famously said he would never play anywhere else, if he was traded, he would retire. He's taken that back. He's clearly in what could be his last season. Definitely, when his contract ends, that's it for him. He wants to win. He wants to go somewhere where he can win, and Pittsburgh's a good team. It's a good place for him to go. You know, he means so much to this team and to what this team has done. And honestly, I'm getting emotional just thinking about him. But it's something that for us had to happen. I mean, I've been super critical about Jeff Carter this year, just in the terms of he's not our future. You know, we're not a playoff team. We're not a contender. There's no need for a guy like Jeff Carter right now when we have so many young guys who deserve playing time, who need to be brought up. It's a good move for us. You know, it clears out a spot. It's better than buying him out, which is what I was suggesting, because like I said, I really thought he would have just retired. I didn't think he would waive a no trade clause. That's what, or I don't think he had a clause, but just kind of a verbal no trade. But that's what really makes me think that this is probably his last year. I think he wants to go. He's going to get one more shot in the playoffs with a very good team. And, you know, if it works out and they win, he ends on a Stanley Cup. If it doesn't, I think that's probably it for him. And he comes back, lives in LA with his family on the beach, and enjoys retirement with his friends, Jared Stoll and the other guys. So that's the trade. I can't find out who we're getting back. I don't think we're getting anything back, to be honest. So, and I'm not sure if there's any salary stuff, which I'm assuming there will be, but really the return doesn't matter. This is kind of just clearing a spot, and it's a spot that we need. But Jeff Carter does leave. Officially the end of that 70s line. And out of all the guys who've been moved that have been very tough to deal with, just in terms of how big they were to this team, how much love they had from the fans. I'm talking about guys like Kyle Clifford, Trevor Lewis, Jake Muzzin, Tyler Toffoli, Alec Martinez. Those were really tough guys to see let go. But this one is the toughest. And I think the only other move that could be made that would be tougher than this is a Jonathan Quick trade. You can look at his stats. He's an amazing player. Jeff Carter, throughout his entire career, has always been known as a great skater, one of the best wrist shots I've ever seen. And his trade that we made on the deadline with Columbus is what won us 2 Stanley Cups. We don't make that trade, we don't win cups. He was so big for us. He's so big just as a team player, a locker room guy. He did everything and more that we could have asked for. And it was a risk when we got him too. You know, he had a really long contract. He didn't do well in Columbus when he was there. And so getting him, reuniting him with Mike Richards, it just worked out so well for us. A guy who, I don't know if he goes to the Hall of Fame, but 2 Stanley Cups, you know, 30 plus goals multiple times, a leader, and just a true amazing king, and a guy that I think there's definitely 4 numbers that get put up in the rafters. I don't think there'll be any more, but if there was a 5th, it would be 77. Thank you, Jeff Carter, for everything you've done for this team. Like I said, not just on the ice. I mean, you can tell that he's one of those older guys that really takes the younger guys under his wing. He's been a leader. He's been, you know, really the true offense superstar that this team never really had. And besides Marian Gaborik, I guess, but he was the guy. He was that goal scorer who also played great defense, centered his line perfectly, penalty kill, power play, just a do-it-all kind of guy. He's won at tons of levels, from juniors to the pros, and I just want to wish him the best in Pittsburgh. I really do hope that they can use him and get a lot out of him, because I think with him coming down to the end of his career, giving him something to play for, it'll rejuvenate those legs that we saw at the start of the season, and he's going to be a help. He brings a lot of experience to a very experienced team already, and I don't know. It's tough, man. This is a tough goodbye. Like I said, probably the toughest goodbye we've had to make. But it happened. It's the first move of maybe a couple more tomorrow. The deadline is quickly approaching. I think we're like 13, 14 hours away right now. So we'll see what else happens. Not the move I was expecting at all, but a good one for us, a great one for Jeff Carter, and hopefully, and I truly mean that, a great move for Pittsburgh. I hope that they can go really far, and I want him to be a part of it, and I want him to have success to kind of finish off his career. It's been a great career, one that I'm so proud of that he spent a long time here. And yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date, I guess, on the other moves if there are any. But this is the first, and it's a big one, and it's a heavy one, and it maybe makes the other ones a little less hard to deal with, because this is the worst goodbye that we could have made. So thank you guys for watching, and I will be back with any more news or not. We'll see. There's time's ticking. It's very late for me, and I thought I was in the clear, and then I got a little pop-up saying that Jeff Carter got traded. So it was pretty weird, but I'm going to have to keep on top of it. Should be more moves to come.